Hello, Dominette. And overlay, SKALD. Bring it all up. Hey, there we go. Excellent. So anyway, hi everybody. Welcome back. We're back to SKALD. How y'all been? Encumbered and cannot move. Oh, that's right. We ended on encumbrance. God's sakes. How much does this weigh? He weighs 30 pounds. Drop it. Where the hell was this? Oh yes, that's right. Oh, okay, cool. We're back out in this spot here. Small band of reavers stand swaying in the half-light of the dimly lit room. They look pale and drawn and their eyes distant. It strikes you that in their fervor they've likely neither eaten nor slept in the last few days of chaos. Dominette, Medizine, hello, welcome, welcome, come on in. Welcome back to SKALD. I was trying to leave, but I immediately ran into combat, so oops. These men are being driven beyond their limits by what you don't dare speculate. One of the men flinks a few times and notices you. And an oddly beatific smile. Beatific? Yeah. An oddly saint-like smile falls over his face as their lethargy is replaced by the prowling aspect of some predator. You immediately recognize the man as the leader of the first Reaver band you came across. You entered Horin. Ah, you came! His voice is hoarse and dry, and there's a genuine note of gratitude in it. He's waiting, you know. It is your turn now to go to Father. Come, let me take you to him. What are you doing to the prisoners? Prisoners? No, they're not prisoners. They're acolytes, chosen ones. Father will weigh them in the ones who finds worthy to go on their ships. Such wonders they will see. Take me to him. The band flocks around you and you swiftly lead you through the ravaged halls of the keep. Cries of terror echo faintly ahead, and though you're no doubt being driven towards their source, you cannot help but feel a calling. You must go this way. You always have, and you will do so 1,000 times again. You arrive at your destination, the keep's great hall. Robed figures line the walls, bathed in the lambent light of foul sorcery. Go, he is ready for you. Get up. Ah. Ahead, 3 figures clad in tattered robes sit bound and kneeling. One is sobbing loudly, and the second one sits trembling in a puddle of his own piss. Gross. Third, however, face covered by hood, seems more composed and familiar. Slowly, from the shadows, something emerges. Twice the size of a man, yet oddly graceful, the being is utterly alien in every fashion. You have no doubt that you at last find yourself in the presence of Father. The father beast stalks over the first captive, all while breathing heavily and wheezing as if not accustomed to breathing air. Slowly, its 4-fingered hand reaches out towards the man's head and grasps it as easily as a grown man would grasp an apple. It pulls the poor wretch close, and for a moment its horrible yellow eyes seem to peer into the man's mind. The creature emits a strange trilling sound and then, with terrifying ease, crushes the man's skull like an egg. The creature moves down the line, and the process repeats. Once again, it gazes deeply into the eyes of the terrified prisoner, almost as if it's looking for something. Cry out. But once again, the wretch is found wanting. Fragments of brain and skull spray across the wall. You attempt to cry, sticks in your throat. Father stalks down the line to his final victim. The beast lets out a strange trilling sound as it fixes its gaze on the third person. For the first time, you notice that, unlike the others, she's not bound at the wrists. With steady hands, she pulls back her hood, and even with all the years past, you immediately recognize her, Embla. As if sensing your presence, she turns her head slightly towards you. Even in the dim light, you get a feeling that she's smiling. Then the creature looms over her. No! The creature's eyes go wide as it reaches toward her. If it was searching for something, it must have found it. Roaring in triumph, it lunges, but right at the moment of impact, the room instead explodes with white light. The heavy metallic smell of ozone mixes with the stench of burned flesh, and as the creature staggers backwards, clutching its eyes in pain. Embla collapses on the floor as the surrounding cultists howl in shock and terror. Most flee in wild panic, whilst a handful instead scramble for weapons to stand in defense of their wounded master. The creature may have been temporarily blinded, but flailing wildly in insane rage is mad with rage and nonetheless formidable. Okay, what's this thing look like? Level 17, Savage Beast, Deep 1, unaligned. It is flat-footed, weak to fire damage. It has lesser blindness going to it. -1 agility and awareness. And he can recover it just automatically on his own. Alright. You go on up there. Yeah, let's do this. Begin combat. Stab. 48 piercing damage. Let's get you with something. Something cool. It's getting... Yeah, Stunning Aura. That'll get 2 of these guys. Psychic damage as well. Thrust and Parry. Charge +3, 20 slashing damage. Serpent's Grace to you, my friend. Blindness and stunned is over. Mark a target. You're marked. And now... critical hit. Vulnerable to fire. Stone skin, heroism, blast, cure disease, cure poison. This is stone skin. That sounds like a good idea. And once again, stab. Hysterical blindness. Let's get a couple of these guys with some hysterical blindness. Critical strike. Critical strike. Nice. Pestilence to get that one. Mark target. You are marked, and we attack. Now, what can I do here? Hammer of Light. Cascade. Can't do anything else with that. But I can smack. Or I can miss. That works too. Thrust and Parry. Everyone's inspired. Oh, it's got 2 attacks. Oh, it's got 2 attacks. Mark. More fire. There we go. Victory. We killed the thing. Pearl, Moonstone, Emerald, and Gold. Oh, Chapter 4. Your head reels and your body aches. For the first time in a long while, you allow yourself to acknowledge how truly exhausted you are. Nonetheless, a cloud appears to have lifted ever so slightly with the death of the fell creature. It's as if the feeling of wrongness that pervades the island is diminished, though certainly not gone. Painfully, you get to your feet. There in front of you lies the sign you were sent to find, Embla of House Baron. Go to her. She sits up slowly. She's pale and sick-looking. The raw expenditure of reticular energy took its toll on her. Right, the arcane energy. I knew it was going to be you. It's always you, and I'm glad every time. What do you mean every time? We've been here before 1,000 times, and we'll be here again and again until the universe itself ends. Slowly and unsteadily, she gets to her feet. For the first time she looks you in the eyes, a tired smile comes across her face. It really is good to see you. Your father dispatched me. You're here now because you have to be, as am I. We always have and we always will, here on the ship, under the Priory. She looks at you intently, almost pleadingly, as if willing you to recall a memory so old it all but faded. I don't understand? Look of confusion falls over her face. I'm sorry. I forgot where we were. When we were. There's something so wrong here, and much worse than you realize. That thing, the father, the people and animals changing, even time is wrong. I don't fully understand it, but something is causing it, drawing it here, drawing us here. This isn't making sense. She draws a deep breath and closes her eyes. For a moment she's quiet. Forgive me, I know, I'm only beginning to understand it myself. For now, I'll tell you what you... Heavy tramp of armored feet echo through the keep as the beleaguered remnants of Horan City Guard make their way to the main hall. Ineptly brandishing a sword, Marcus is bringing up the rear. The former chamberlain and now de facto leader of Horan looks even more thin and drawn than when you first met him, but nonetheless, there's a small glimpse of triumph in his eyes. Marcus! You've done it! He's cut short as his gaze falls on the grotesque corpse of the father. By Galen the Great, protect us all! How can such things exist? Where did it? I've been getting nothing but spam calls today. He tries and fails to fight back his nausea, while Marcus retches in disgust. Embla meets your eyes. It's clear that she has much to say, but now is not the time nor place. Wordlessly, you agree that both questions and answers will have to wait for now. Marcus, are you okay? He slumps heavily down on a chair as he catches his breath. He tries to avoid looking at the corpse sprawled on the floor. Once more, we owe our fortunes to you. Sadly, the situation is dire. So many were taken by the Reavers, and there are hardly any left. We found but a few dozen survivors in the dungeons where there should be hundreds. Where have they all gone? Embla? I'm afraid I have the answer to that. There was a method to the Reaver madness. Those who were taken for a reason. The ones Father approved were gathered together and placed on ships. Marcus's face goes white. Why? For what possible purpose? I can't tell you what purpose, but I think I know where they went at least. North to the island of Gradla. Northernmost island of the Outer Isles. It's cold and barren and sparsely settled. Legend has it is the site of the ruined monastery known as the Black Priory. The only main settlement on Gradla is Adler's Helm, a mining town and the main settlement. No doubt there's much more to Embla's story than she's willing to share with Marcus. Marcus stammers as he searches for words. He gets up, calls for one of the guards, and then changes his mind. Turns around sharply and produces a piece of paper and a quill, but ultimately fails to think of anything useful to do with it. Ultimately, he turns back to you and Embla with a mask of utter dejection on his face. Gradla. Embla looks at the corpse of the father for a moment, and then back at Marcus. Though there is much I do not know yet, I will say this much. Chaos engulfs the Outer Isles, and the force that drives it is rising. For whatever reason, Gradla lies at the center of this conjunction. Go on. The Empire will not come for us. And though we cannot escape the Outer Isles, I believe a fast ship and a skilled captain could make it to the shores of Gradla. If we can force a landing, we may have a chance of stopping the conjuncture before the Outer Isles are lost forever. Yes. Rescue the lost souls of Horan at the same time and deal with this conjecture. Embla says nothing. But if no help is coming from the mainland, we have no one to turn to but you. Truly, we cannot ask this of you. I have neither men nor much equipment to offer. I didn't come to bring you back to the mainland, Embla, but I'm a good person, I guess. Let's do it. Then it's settled. We make for Gradla and whatever fate awaits us there. As for ship and captain, the vessels here in Horan are ruined, and surely there's not a captain alive that will brave seas at this time. Iago! Lady, I, Iago Zadroma, shall answer your call for aid. You could never ask for a better ship and crew to carry us to all of our dooms than my weather maiden. If indeed that is to be, there's much work to be done. If you'll allow it, I shall return to my crew to begin preparations. Where was that again? Crew is currently lying and hiding in a large cave northwest of here while the maiden undergoes repairs. In case you've not already been there, I'll note the position on your journal. Join us when you are ready to set sail. We shall meet again soon. Oh. We've added Embla to the party. Narcus smiles at you with an optimism that is utterly malplaced given the gravity of the situation. Then it's decided. Aid is not long for the people of Horan. Before you go, be sure to visit the armory in the western part of the keep. If there is any material aid we can offer, you can keep it. May the Golden Dead keep their hand over you. Oh yeah, the place that I pilfered before I came here. Cool. Horan is saved! Let's do me first. I'm excited. Level 14. Giving up has never been an option, but perhaps a long bath and a good meal wouldn't go amiss. Three points gives me unlocking spirit. Or toughness, vitality, will. No, get spirit magic. So from 2, what do we want here? Blessing aura is probably good. Aura of silence adds fearful, disrupted, and mute. Aura of condemnation adds condemned. Touch of weakness adds weakened, which is -2 strength. That actually sounds pretty good. Aura of condemnation and touch of weakness. No, aura of condemnation and blessing. Yeah. Until the end of combat? Hell yeah. Okay. Aura of condemnation. Blessing aura. Embla, what you got going for you, girl? Guild Magos. Arcane spellcasting. Activate spellcasting. Increase spell aptitude, lore, and spellburn. Targets the character themselves to deal damage and restore. Ooh. Use damage to gain more attunement. Okay, yeah, we'll get all 6 for that. Tier 1. Aura of Flame, Flaming Fist, Fire Warrior, Mark of Ammunition. Melee range. Aura of Flame in your aura. Increased Mass Cascade, that seems pretty good. Increased attunement. Let's, we'll put 1 point in all of these so we can get some of the, just see what we're looking with here. Searing Lash. All opponents in a line. That's pretty cool. Summon Magmite. Fireball. Let's do this for a second. Aura of Flame. Let's do those. But I had books at one point, and I'm not sure if I sold any of them. I might have just literally sold a whole bunch of them that offered magic. Holy Lance is the Mind Magic School. Stunning Aura is the Mind Magic School. I totally sold the books that did things for the fire person. All right, that's fine. Searing Lash, Aura of Fire Resistance, yes. Swarm of Gnats. Targets opponent anywhere in the battlefield. We'll take that. Summon Vermin and Swarm of Gnats, probably. I keep doing this because I know I will forget whatever I'm reading when I look at it. Fire magic. Let's see, what could I do in here? Fireball, Fire Frenzy, and Inferno. Targets all opponents and allies on the battlefield. Fire Frenzy. Fireball. Yeah, Fireball and Inferno, and then Breath of the Ancients. Fire Frenzy, yeah, that one too. What's Arcane Rush? Yes. Increased max cascade. I can put things into air. Magic Missile. Oh, hell yeah, Magic Missile. Steel Breath, Fearful Disrupted, and Mute. Mark of Blurring. Adds Blur to dodge until the end of combat. Okay, so we're getting those to... And one there, and one there. Cool. Three points. Body Master. And so that will give me access to Corporal Restoration, Greater Lay on Hands, Circle of Healing, and Miasma. Okay, so yes, Miasma. Circle of Healing. You, sir. 3 points. 3 points to use. Wild swing, plus 4 damage to bonus. That could be good. Yeah. No, that's a good idea. Oh, save and exit. What to do, what to do. And I got two-handed expert, calloused hands, smashing charge? No. Increased heavy armor use. That's a good idea. Cool. Fuck. Why must things be heavy? All right, we're gonna drop you. Hey, what's he say? Stop by the armory before you go, right? Unceremoniously, she steps off at a brisk pace. We should venture to be well prepared as possible before leaving Idri. Any supplies we need, now is time to get them. A bizarre thought crosses her mind, like she's an actor playing out the scene before she's, done things. I'm not leaving till I get some answers. And we have much to talk about, though I may have fewer answers than you would have preferred. Worse yet, I fear what answers I do have, you'll wish you've never gotten. Sadly, we are much less safe here in Horan than Marcus would like to believe. I'll answer what I can now, but most things should wait until we are far away from here. Are you still scared of the Reavers? Them least of all, but there are other forces far older and more powerful than the Reavers with their eyes on the Outer Isles. Let's just be careful. What's really going on here? Reality itself is becoming undone around us. We cannot escape it, so instead we must seek the Eye of the Storm, Gradla. There's something there that beckons, and she looks around suspiciously. That father thing? As mankind has ever ruled the land, there are far older and more sinister things that rule the depths of the ocean, ancient things with utterly alien minds. The deep ones are drawn here, like flies to carrion, and now they too have their terrible eyes fixed on Gradla. Is that why the Reavers were sending people to Gradla? No, they serve the gods that their ancestors worshipped here in the Outer Isles, a faith that had lain dormant for millennia. As the conjunction approached, they were reminded of the old leeches and old terrible ways. What does that mean? Is that like is that like pink eye? The joke is that's conjunctivitis. Heresy! They are powerful men who would burn us alive at the very mention of it. They have known about it for a long time, the courts of the Magi. It is a nightmare that they want to close their eyes and pretend it doesn't exist. How so? Not here. We've already lingered too long, and I've said too much. Let's go. Alright then. I promise there'll be time for more questions once we are safe. For now, it's truly happy to have you by my side at the edge of madness. Finish gathering supplies and then make our way to Yago. Time, unfortunately, is working against us. So that's saying, do everything you want to do on this island before you leave. Jumpy, jumpy. Looty, looty. Look lively, boys. The savior of Horn graces our halls. A tall woman dressed in plate mail with a great sword on her back offers a short bow. You're unsure if she's being sarcastic or not. Who are you, loudmouth? Vivian Larto, newly minted captain of the city guard, who appeared the city's stock of officers is running low indeed. You don't so sure of yourself? Put me on the street to wrestle with thugs and drunkards any day, but this, being captain, is a bit of a change of pace for me. A lot more responsibility, as you can probably guess. Especially now with the city in ruins and people streaming back to pick up the pieces of their lives. I can imagine. That reminds me, with more people streaming in, you'll find the streets a bit more busy. Even more businesses are open as well. Spend some time looking around before you continue on your travels. And at least get a hot meal and a warm bed. Some questions first. How'd you say you survived the Reavers? I'm ashamed to say that me and a handful of my lads ended up captured. They started killing us off one by one, real slow, while the rest of us were forced to watch, or even... But then the madmen suddenly started infighting like bloody animals. We at least managed to flee. Where to? Under the docks like bloody rats. For days we hunkered down, ate in limpets and drank salt water. Had no weapons and my men were all exhausted or hurt, so we just stayed there. Suppose surviving doesn't make you a hero, but here we are, and I intend to make the most of it. Well, for now, I guess. Best of luck, stay safe. Rope. Don't expect service. Mead, fire cider, brandy. What's fire cider do? It's fine. No, I want to go into town and buy and sell things. Child! Frogger's glad to be okay. Do you want to play a game? Yeah, alright. It's a rhyme. All the kids on my street play it. We're used to now, I guess. Left, left, both. Right, both, skip. Left, left, both. Right, both, skip. Add the words. Do the rhyme. Beware, beware, don't dare to sleep. It brings you dreams of ebb and flow, of churning seas and dreadful deep, and waves that lay the mountains low. But fear the mother most of all, awake before you hear her bell. 1,000 young will hear her call, and that was how the giants fell. Yeah, we did that before. Thank you, Meta. A word. What up? A grimy one with a haggard look on her face approaches you. You get the impression she would normally be quite beautiful, but starvation, disease, and constant fear has erased that from her features, perhaps for good. They say you're looking for a way off the island. Is that so? Maybe. Why? I'm Julia. My sister, Ela, lives in a small village called Figueroa on the island north of here. I was supposed to travel to her before all this broke out, and she must be worried sick they have not arrived yet. Go on. I'm in no condition to travel now, and should your travels take you to Figueroa, would you please take out Ela? Tell that I'm still alive, not to worry. I'm sure you have all kinds of trouble up there, but I wouldn't want to spend time worrying about me as well. Alright. I can easily pass the message along. You there. Okay, selling this. Selling this. Selling this, selling this, selling that, selling that, selling that. Six, 5, 4, 3, 7. I'm the best for selling. And that's a lot of weight. I'll sell a whole bunch of these. That's just a lot of baked potatoes, and that adds up to a lot of weight. What is this? Beef stew. I'll take beef stew. Welcome to my fine establishment. What do you got? Masterwork leather gloves of stealth. Gloves of athletic. Leather boots of lore. Crafting and toughness. Hat of stealth. We have athletics, diplomacy, athletics. Ooh, ring of strength, or necklace of strength. Definitely buying a necklace of strength. That lets me carry more. And a diplomacy. I'll buy her a hat. And some gloves. What is my lore stat at? Seven. It's not bad. There is stuff over here that gives me more lore. Kind of maxed out on my lore unless I get things, so yeah, I'll purchase the things of lore. There they are. No, not you. You! You could have presents. Let's give you presents. You survival, you get, I'll give you willpower, sure. Stealth to stealth, okay. Awareness. You get a hat, sir. There's gonna be a lot of inventory management going on, god damn it. Crab. Okay, I need to sell a bunch of fully cooked meals. Like this vendor's omelet. I got so much other kind of food too. £6 of veggie soup. That's fine. Sell all the veggie soup. All right. We should be able to go back in and pick up some of that nice, expensive stuff that we can sell. Fuck it, I have no idea how to get back there, but I know I can get through here. What do you have, sir? Armor of Thorns needs nature magic, spirit magic, aura of silence. Do I have aura of silence? I don't believe I have aura of silence. Well, all right then. Aura of silence for me. Fire warrior. We'll learn fire warrior. I learned aura of silence. Minor lay on hands and circle of healing for her. Cool. Sometimes you just need to throw money at a problem, and then you can learn all the spells that you didn't pick up before. Where's the button to pick up on the ground? There we go. What a mess. Yes, Saber's orders and begin all possible aid. I know. Is there a problem here? Not for you, but I'm the one less sort of in the mess of a supply situation. I can assist you as best I can, but there should be gear lying around they haven't gotten around to inventorying. Take it in usage, please, and I'll sell you supplies at a favorable rate. Let's see what you have. Whoa. Movement speed. Ability. Masterwork composite bow, the Grand Master. +4 versus +1. Damage is 5 to 16 instead of 5 to 14. It's pretty good. Don't know if it's 3000 GP good though. +3 to hit, that'll be good for what's her name, Embla. Embla can get that, and so my nice, neat little dagger here. Less accurate, does more damage but less critical, and adds movement speed. Well, that should be fine. Pick you up. And sell you that. And pick this up and sell you that as well. What's in here? Armory key. Oh, I just picked my way into there. Bookshelf. Moderate lay on hands. Cool. Green sapphire ring of stealth. Cool. On the ground, pick it up, get it, thank you. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go over there. Thank you. We're gonna go give this person his lamp oil, rope, bombs. They can all be his for the price if you have the right rubies. I don't know Mordu's thing. It's fine, though. That's where I'm going, right over there. Traveling north along the coast, you notice a man standing at the side of the road. His tattered robe, his bald head, and unhealthy pallor reminds you of a Magos. This boy is surely too young. He follows you passing with an idiotic smile draped over his round, bland face. Can I help you? We have come, stopped for a moment to think, to beg for aid. Our master is missing down below, and we are not allowed to enter and search for him. Please, something is wrong. We know it. A note of agitation bordering on panic creeps into his voice. Suddenly he stops, coughs, choughs slightly, and then smiles again. Bloody drool drips down his chin with one of the man's teeth. Are you alright? Never felt better. It's my master who needs help. Katrina's eyes narrow as she grabs one of his hands with the skilled touch of a healer. No, you're not well at all, she mumbles to herself. Let me take a look at you nonetheless. From his skin and his nails to his giant's eyes and missing teeth, the young man's condition is perplexing. Some of these symptoms are similar to those suffered by Magi upon exposure to strong magics over time, but this is far too severe, especially considering the man's young age. It's as if he's quite literally falling apart in front of your eyes. Strangest of all, he seems to be oblivious to his condition. What's this about your master, then? Travel to Errol, seek the Tower of Ash, find us there and learn of our master's fate, but please, time is of the essence, and for each step you tarry, hope fades. Words flow as if rehearsed, and then at last words he lets out a deep sigh and then sits down on the ground. Errol, Tower of Ash? Travel to Errol, a mid-sized island to the north of Idra. The only settlement on there is Firgal. Fool's mind is gone. He'll be food for crows come nightfall and it'll be a mercy. Are you just gonna sit there? He rolls over on his side, eyes staring stiffly ahead. Though he still appears to be alive, no prodding or prompting raises any sort of response from him. There appears to be nothing you can do for this lost soul save consider his request. I'm sure not what ought to make of this. The scent of the reniculum is about this. I would wager much this master speaks of is a sorcerer of sorts, a Magos even. Though time is against us, another Magos could be a powerful ally, and our path to Gradla takes us past Errol in any case. Let's investigate further. Perhaps be on our way. Another typo, 2-in-1 dialogue set. Congratulations! But no, what ought to make of it? No, ought is spelt wrong. I know that's right. Woo! Got your light here, buddy. I have oil for you. Blessed dead, I knew you could do it. If nothing else, seeing the light burning bright is bound to give people hope. Emperor's light and all. Let's hope so. All I have to offer in way of reward is my old sword. It once served me well, but it's too old and heavy for me now. Thank you, I'll be on my way now. A beautifully crafted bastard sword. Melee, medium blade, slashing. Anyway, we got level ups. 3 points. How shall we distribute? Red arcs. Scoring a critical hit with a light blade causes you to restore 1 attack. Shit. 2 there, and I'll put another point into... Let's see here. Mass lethargy, stone skin, some giant insect. No. Yeah, put that there. There we go. All right, what other things do we have to do? Side quest wise. Fate of the Santa Fury. Okay, so we want to find the picture, and then for the picture, write this down for me, please. 2 leagues south, 5 east, 4 north, into the rising sun, 3 more. Sun rises in the west, so it's 3 west is the last one there. No, you're right. Sun rises in the east, not the west. I'm stupid. It rises in the west. All within the lighthouse site. Okay, I'm going to assume that we want to go outside the door. Okay, I'm not asking for the solution to this. I'm just wanting to know if I need to do it from outside the door or do it from right where the painting is seen, or if I need to do it from this open window here. I'll do this one first. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, yeah, no, can't do that. From the center of the 3. Right. Okay, I gotta find what the 3 is. A grave. Gross. From the center of the 3 what? Maybe it's not in this thing at all. From the center of the 3, from here? Two south, 5 east. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe. 4 north. Nope. Two things there. Void. Hidden Glen. Can I find the child? Can I send the child home? I would have liked to send the child home. Whoa! Prowling fellhounds. Sneak away. No, that's not who I wanted to do it. No! Alright, whatever. Magic missile. Magic missile. Magic missile. Bam. Bam. Killed them all. Fellow creature swarm of holes on the ground. Sneak away. Examine the shrine. Alright, pilgrims. That's what that was. Sorry I'm running from things. I just want to, Oh! You stop dead in your tracks, you suddenly see a shadow in the corner of your eyes. You turn to look, it's gone. And suddenly, an unmistakable piping sound from behind you. You whirl around, but the source is gone. Mother Cossack's child is stalking you. Creepy. Lizards. Sneak away. Mother Katak, where's your baby? You can find Mother Katak in here, right? The baby will be found and I can kill the baby like I should have done the first time? Oh look, alchemical stuff. Let's do some crafting. Meta design, this is not a baby Metroid. You go this way. Magic missile, magic missile. Magic missile. Aura of condemnation. Hammer of light, hammer of light. Mark the target. Sublime projection. Sublime projection. That was a pain in the ass. Spider crabs. Oh wait, before I do anything, save! What are these messages? No. Do not hire the mercenary. Let's talk. What you got for sale? Where'd Iago go? Oh, there he is. He is thoughtfully pacing the deck of the Weather Maiden, securing cargo and tightening knots. The banality of the task appears contrary to his flamboyant personality, but speaks of a deep love for the vessel. Let's talk for a bit. Need to get going. Don't tarry for too long. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm looking up where the start point of this thing is, because to hell with it. Oh, it is in the spot. Back to where the lighthouse is, rather. Okay, so from here, center of the three. 2 south, 5 east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Shovel. Digging through the rocky soil, you're almost ready to give up when your shovel suddenly strikes something metallic, a small but sturdy strongbox. Though it appears to have something inside, This is far from the fabled mountains of gold that the Umbarian treasure ships were said to carry. What's inside? The box swings open without difficulty. Inside lies a small pile of strange and exotic-looking jewelry, and underneath it, an artifact wrapped in rough linen. As you reach for it, a ring rises in your ears, and you go lightheaded. Excitement? No, something else. The bundle tumbles from your hand, and as it does, it becomes unwrapped. Laying on the ground in front of you is a hideous idol carved in some unknown greenish-black rock, an amorphous shape of the eyes, mouths, and tentacles that manages to convey a sense of immensity in spite of the effigy's small size. Hand over the idol. The voice cuts through the mist like a dagger. You return and see Karilla and a handful of other shapes approaching threateningly with weapons drawn. I can't believe it. It worked. Told you all it would. One of the men flanking rants before she's cut him off. Shut your bloody trap, Peter. You, hand over the idol. Not gonna happen. The men I work for, they will go much further than just spilling your blood to get what they seek. A smile, strangely sympathetic, flashes over her face. Then she clicks her tongue, and the men flanking her charge. Good enough. Ooh, people are frenzying. Neat. No, not defending. I wanted items. God damn it. Why am I so bad at this game? Oh well. Strongly poisoned. Swarm of gnats. Swarm of gnats. Backstab. Here we go. Mark target. Stunning aura. Fireball. I can take it. Swarm of gnats. Oh, I've been bloodied. Oh no. All good. How's it going, Domadet? Oh, the trial roulette? You pick a trial you haven't done yet. Oh, that's fun. Oh yeah, that's right, because it's any of the ones that you have unlocked. Oh, you just did the new 24-man raid. Oh! Congratulations, you just got thrown into it. Lots of lore, it's true. And I'm dead. This is fine. This is actually fine. You ain't gonna miss me for long. Cool. Hey, Drina, how you doing? You got 3 points to distribute. Cool, cool, cool. You need more aura radius for things. Okay, everybody, it's sleepy time now. All right. Now, I believe I should have a terrible, creepy idol. I don't appear to have a terrible, creepy idol. Really, what the hell? Well, it's completed. Where to go? Why can I not read this anywhere? Oh, here it is. Fane of the Santa Fury. Alright, cool. That should be everything. Other than that creepy baby. Alright, that's enough of that. Tried to get the baby to stalk me and attack me, but it ain't happening. We're moving on to the next island. Sneak away from the fellhounds. Goodbye for now. Alright, let's set sail. Music to my ears. Ready when you are, just know that you must first finish your business here in the sea caves before we can go. Know that leave no belonging behind or errand undone. My men and I will block off the land entrance to hide the sanctuary from would-be intruders and imperial scum. I'm ready. I'll give the order, and my crew and I will maneuver the maiden out into open waters and await you there. Board when you are ready? And though we may be sailing towards doom, we are certainly sailing towards great adventure. And let's anchor awaiting our arrival. Alright then. Look, a new save slot so that we can come back here in case I totally fuck up. Doo-doo-doo, I'm on the ship. Explore the ship you're currently on. Plus the rest, reorganize, cook, craft items, use some limited bartering. There may also be people to talk to. Ship! Zara expertly mans the helm while keeping a steady eye on the horizon. She appears to revel in the fact that she's back at sea, and she sees you, and she lets out a howl of joy. By all the blind maiden, it's good to feel the wind on my face again. This is a good life. No winds behind, adventure in front. Ah yes, sorry. In the meantime, I have some questions. Nothing rather to do than answer the questions. It's a place to cook. There's an oven going in the forecastle, where you can cook your meals, and before you ask, the forecastle's at the front of the boat. She knows what she's doing. More questions. How to see the captain? He's around here somewhere. Check his cabin below. Ciao for now. Where's the trade? Oh, there's the creepy idol. A chest. Where the hell is the man? Just keep checking, you'll run into him eventually. Oh, I see. Something object permanence. Enough of that. The ship is alive with nervous energy as the crew scuttles back like pieces of well-crafted machinery. Though your journey is bound to be fraught with danger, there is little doubt that being back at sea has done the crew well. True to his idiom, Iago swings on a rope in dramatic fashion, landing elegantly next to you. It's good to feel the wind on our faces, no? We're about to leave the fjord, and from here we may set course north towards Gradla. Good to hear. The Leviathan knows that stalks us, so we must be careful from now on. We must keep to coastal waters and pray to the maidens that our speed will keep us safe. Nonetheless, we must take every precaution. For now, I'll have posted double lookouts, and I'll be manning the helm myself. I trust we're in the best of hands. Indeed you are. Come here, see me in quarters to talk further. It's out there, I feel it. Embla is standing behind you. The Leviathan. It hungers. I suspect the Deep Ones called it here, though who is the master and who is the servant I cannot tell. It's certainly older than them. You owe me answers, Embla. Idra is behind us. I need to know why we're risking our lives on this fool's errand. I do, and now is as good a time as any. As she takes you below deck, you find a small corner in the hold that is as close to privacy as can be found on the cramped vessel. She takes a deep breath as if she's about to plunge into freezing water and begins talking. 2 years ago, I was, let's say, put on the trail of a rumor that an expedition had been mounted to the Outer Isles, more accurately, to an island north of Egypt by the name of Gradla. It's a cold and ancient barren place, but is allegedly the location of an ancient monastery referred to as the Black Priory. Black Priory? Though you never heard the name before, it echoes in your mind as if stirring old memories. The site was built a full age into the past, and for millennia it stayed unnoticed and far removed from the affairs of the Empire. So much so, in fact, that it virtually passed out of historical records centuries ago. No small feat in an empire built on the backs of its archivists and record keepers. Indeed. And thus it would have remained if it weren't for the boundless ambition of a group of powerful men known as the Cabal. I don't know who it was that whispered in their ear, but something convinced them that the Black Priory was not forgotten. It was willfully expunged. But why? Not for the monastery itself, but for what is said to lie underneath it. She grasps your wrist and leans in while her voice drops ever so slightly. The monks built the priory to guard something. A grave, an ancient tomb from the earliest days of the Empire. If the priory's existence is truly lost to history, it means that at some point, the very Empire itself must have aided in the conspiracy of silence. Who could be buried there to warrant such extreme measures? I can't tell you exactly how I know this, but I have not a single shred of doubt. What lies under that priory is the corpse of a Magos Emperor. Not only that, must be one of the first and oldest of the line. That can't be! It can, and it is! Not all of the corpses of the first emperors can be accounted for, and interment in the Eternity Veil did not begin until centuries after Gallien's ascension. The end of the reign of the first emperor, he said to ascend and become one with the reticulum, is a sign not of his, only of his divinity, but the divinity and legitimacy of every Magos Emperor since. The start of the Imperial calendar. Okay. The Cabal knew it to be true, and so do I. Their expedition arrived at the island of Gradle a few months ago. I suspect they breached the tombs underneath the temple a few weeks later. What have they found there? Its reticular reverberations were powerful enough to throw all of the Outer Isles into madness. And we're sailing into the heart of that madness? He's calling out to me. I feel it in every ounce of my being, unfortunately. I'm not the only one to hear its call. Like sharks drawn to blood in the water, other things are drawn to it as well. Things from the outside. What are you talking about? The dragon. It's awaking, and its 7 eyes are fixed on the Outer Isle, on the Black Priory. Crawling tendrils of madness stretch greedily toward the Priory. It hungers for the holy corpse, and if it reaches it... She halts, and she struggles to control her breathing. You know I'm right. You can feel it in your guts. There's no other path out of the Black Isles except that which leads to the Black Priory and the secrets it holds. She slumps inside. She looks exhausted for a moment. You see her as the quiet and aloof youngling you once knew. More questions. Ask. Now is the time. I am going to get a thing of water, because I need to... Ugh. Okay. Do we stand a chance at rescuing the people who were taken from Horan? No, I expect they're already dead or worse. You lied? Would you rather I was blunt to him as I am to you? Bet they have a sliver of hope. There are still trials ahead for Marcus and the Horanites, and it would do them no good to face it with a broken heart. More questions. What can you tell me of the Cabal? The rise of the Cabal is the surest sign that the power of their Magi Emperors is awakening. Even a decade ago, such consolidation of power into lay hands would be unthinkable. They are shrouded in secrecy and will go to any lengths to keep it that way. But few rumors I have heard claim that certain lay nobles and freelanders are a prominent group among their ranks. Men and women of great wealth and even greater ambition. I can't tell you what their ultimate design is, but these people are no amateurs to power. They no doubt realize what lies beneath the Priory and the impact its recovery will have on the course of the Empire. I also believe that if they were to achieve their end goal, it will spell disaster for us all. More questions. do you fit into all this? A corpse buried beneath the black priory, it calls out to me. I cannot tell you exactly when it began, but the beckoning intensified greatly once the tomb seals were broken. Now it's almost unbearable and growing stronger by the day. Why you? There are things I'm not ready to talk about, things from my past when we were young together. What I will say is I sense certain things that are hidden to most other people. Some magi see them too, but I think that unlike them, I was born with the ability. I believe this is why the corpse calls out to me. I don't think I understand. I'm not sure I understand it myself. What I do know is the calling I feel is real. Reaching the Priory before the region succumbs to the conjunction is critical. In fact, I fear the survival of the entire Empire hangs on it. Tell me more about the call. I already did that one. Okay. What if it is the corpse of the Emperor? 1 second, I gotta mute. I need to blow my nose here. Ah, there we go. It's the corpse of the God Emperor. He found a TTS device. Why are you worshipping me? Stop worshipping me. Ignore me. When powerful magi pass, their corpses retain much of their reticular attunement. Emperors are among the most powerful of all magi, and needless to say, their corpses are a source of great power. It's not without reason the imperial corpses of the Eternity Veil are guarded so jealously by the Sepulchites. An imperial religious order that care for the dead, but an emperor buried on Gradla? It sounds incredible, but as I said before, there are corpses from earlier dynasties that have been lost to history. There were emperors that were prescribed by the Magi, and may indeed be the corpse of one of those forgotten emperors that have been found on Gradla. But there's more. I'm almost afraid to ask. Latter-day emperors are but a shadow of the rulers of old in terms of power. If this truly is an emperor of the Primarian dynasty and is laid undisturbed for all these millennia, the power contained within it will be immense, enough to remake the empire itself or topple it entirely. To rend reality itself. So it would seem. My belief is that the conjuncture is caused directly by the discovery of this holy corpse. Its raw power has drawn the attention of that which lingers in the darkness, and now its tentacles slowly close in around us. For a moment you think you hear crude chanting in the darkness. Must have been the wind. Okay, so it's definitely the first emperor is buried under there. Yes, I'm here for you when you need to talk, but I agree. Let's say enough for the day. I'm gonna go lie down. Ship travel does not agree with me. Oh, look, it's Wuk Lamat. I'm gonna stick to coastal waters. Let's just go all the way around the outside. There was someone who would purchase bullshit from me. Down in the sewers. West, no. South, west, south. There we go. You there. Was it you? You do not have recipes. Artifacts. The idol. Now, this type of item I came to find is uncanny. 1500. Deal! Black dagger from the lighthouse. An anathema. 1200. Deal! I'll be back later. Got a bunch of money. Northeast, northeast, north. Oops, north, east, north, east, north. Basically another word for dagger. Cool. It's also funny because anathema means, you know, I don't know how to describe anathema other than to say it's anathema to something. Like like, it'll fucking destroy it. Like, water is anathema to fire. They're spelt different, but they sound the same from how I'm reading them. Okay, I need to go north. However, there's only a specific way north they want me to go. Because they want me to stick to coastal waters. Oh, look. Before you lies a small village surrounded by fields and orchards. The air is laden with the scent of fruit and the laughter of children, and the pastoral bliss stands in stark contrast to the rest of the Outer Isles. As you approach a small cluster of quaint houses, you can't help but feel struck by a feeling of calm and peace you've not felt in a long time. With the grace of the Golden Dead, it would appear a small sliver of life as it once was in the Outer Isles has survived, Drina says with a sad smile. Look around. Ahead on your right lies a tavern that looks exactly like the kind of tavern where the meals are hearty and the ale cooked just right. Your stomach growls at the thought. Cat stares, mouth agape, first at the tavern and then at you pleadingly. We're stopping by there whether you want to or not. Looking around, you see Roland has fallen behind the group and now stands, seemingly transfixed a few steps behind you. What's wrong, Roland? Is it a trap? He blinks a few times with watery eyes, an expression that is hard to place. Families, children. Feeling homesick? It should get some bloody ale. His voice breaks in a way that's uncharacteristic for the laconic brute. Ivan walks up to you. Cruel deeds scar those who perform them as much as their victims, and Roland is a man with many scars. You continue on your way for a moment, and a irrational fear passes over you. Will you be able to return to the cold, brutal world at large, or you spend too much time in this quite little piece of bliss? It should be quiet. Spelled it quite. Welcome. Hello, hello, and welcome to Fergal. Bernard's the name. I've not seen your face around here. Come for the carnival, or perhaps a cider. What's the carnival? Old tradition that goes back as far as anyone can remember, where the Baron of Fergal invites all his common folk up to the manor to feast. If you go up there and ask around a bit, I'm sure you could come too. If you offer to lend a hand, that is. Manor lies northwest of the village, just across the river. And you said something about cider? Typo, take a shot. Now, to be fair, I'm pretty sure this was not made by English speakers. Ari, the brewer, makes the best cider this side of the sea gates. His brewery is up behind the general store, though he might be a bit busy on the busy side with the carnival and all. Other questions? How are things in Fergal? Quiet as ever, and that's the way we like it. No unrest? Mary's goat ran off and knocked over that pail of milk last week, if that's what you mean, but that was mostly funny, mind. More questions. Have you heard of something called the Tower of Ash? I have indeed. Lies north of here on the other side of the bay. Strange old hermit lives there, they say. Keeps away from us, so we keep away from him. Now, here's the question. Okay, so like... if I ever did a weird fuck-up game like this, like mindfuck game, and did my own thing, I would make this place looks perfectly normal. The kind of place that puts you on edge and you're certain that there's something wrong. And it'd be straight up just totally fine. But like they'd all be rolling for insight and they'd be like, he seems on the up and up. I don't know, it seems okay. The double bluff, perfect, exactly. What's on the menu? Coming right up. Apple pie. There you go, you got some apple pie, my friend. Dum-de-dum. Chair in the middle of an empty room trick. Exactly. Not really in a position to talk. Why so busy? Any extra work? Who's gonna cook for the guest? Carnival. Lure the Baron and Baroness. They live on the Fergal. Live in the Northwest Village, just across the stream. Baroness would appreciate if you called upon her. She's a eccentric, but means well, loves children of the village. Other things. You teach me a few recipes. Want to learn how to cook? Here's a recipe book. Just tell him, you don't perceive anything out of the ordinary. No, see, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You don't think you hear anything. Now, conversely, this also is how I play, like, when I was playing a rogue, and I was the one who was doing perception checks and like investigation checks to make sure things weren't trapped or whatever. So like perception at the wall, didn't matter what I rolled. If the answer was you don't hear anything, I was just like, okay, I don't hear anything. I don't notice a trap. I just open the door, just immediately, before anyone could say anything else. And I was never got with any like traps or anything because, you know, the rolls just worked out that way. But there was every single opportunity that I would have ended up blowing up a thing in my face. But I was like, my character has not found anything. He's trained in this. He's confident in his abilities. So that's how we're doing it. But there was never a trap. There was never anyone on the other side of the doors that I didn't pick out. But all my co-players were like, wait! Whenever I rolled poorly, Like, if I end up rolling like a 7, they're like, no, I wanna, and I was like, no, I already did it. Sorry. And the DM was like, yeah, no, he already did it. Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, like, sometimes people would do, like, oh, man. Okay, so the greatest thing I have ever seen... I have seen on Dimension 20. Lou Wilson is my favorite guy. He rolled a natural 20 on, like, perceiving a trap or whatever. However, he committed to the bit instead. Yeah, no, there's just a pile of a whole bunch of hot dogs on the ground there. And he's like, oh, well, I know someone who would like some fresh glizzies. That's me doing the voice, by the way. And he turned a nat 20 into a nat 1 for the bit. Look up Dimension 20, Pinocchio hot dogs. Greetings, traveler. Can I interest you in some fine Firgold cider? Yes, give me some cider. Let's see what you got. Firgold cider. Fortified will, removes bleeding, and heals. Six, and one more, because that way we've got one for a friend back home. It is incredible. And man, now that we've been doing more role-playing stuff, I really want to give the Stormlight Archive, or the Cosmere role-playing game, another shot, because I know what my problem was. I let y'all have too much choice in your starting stuff. It should have just been, you are from this country, you could have a different ethnicity. You know, that was on me. Apples. No, pears. There's apples. Firgold is such a pierceful place. Pierceful? Hurtful. I'm just stealing this orchard's entire crop. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, there was also that bit as well. I was diving too much into the lore. And the reason why I was diving too much into the lore, because I was diving too much into the lore from too many different locations. Ooh, hunting arrows. Gimme. What's this? Beef stew? I already have the beef stew. Mashed potatoes? Teach me mashed potatoes! Meta design, I went from a character from a different IP crowbarred into that one. What do you mean by that, Meta? I didn't mean to buy the mail gauntlets, but okay then. Start off with, it's a war with bridges, so it's War the Abridged series. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. What was I looking at here? I got those things, but there was something else I thought. No, I'm just crazy. That's all right. Did that bitch just steal my gold? What the fuck? That was that old lady right there. Pumpkin. Okay, so you're gonna love this. I literally looked at this thing and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I was scared by it a little bit. The fucking scarecrow. I'm supposed to work on birds, not fish. All right, let's just go north, I guess. Now let's see what's across these bridges. Because that's west, I believe. Aha! Greetings! The Baron and Baroness greet you! An elderly noblewoman and a robed, portly man stand in front of the villa's gates, discussing enthusiastically. Approach! We shall flank the road of torches for the procession, and as they enter the grounds, my handmaidens shall place wreaths upon their heads, and they shall have libations as soon as they enter, not a throat shall be dry for the carnival! The man vigorously nods and takes notes. Yes, my lady, splendid idea. Well, Henry, what have you here? More revelers come to partake in our great carnival? To answer Mater's thing, he based his Stormlight character on another one from a different IP, but it didn't mesh well as he'd hope. Also, are you hallucinating now? Maybe? Greetings, my honorable vagabonds. I bid thee welcome to the estates of the Baron of Firgol. I am his wife, the Baroness Griselda, and the sweet cake of a man is our major domo, Henry Flagstone. Carnival? You mean to say you're not here for the carnival? Oh, what delicious irony. The Baroness offers a snorting laugh that seems oddly out of place for a lady of her station. Go on. My dear husband and I have taken upon ourselves to arrange a fantastic feast. The carnival will want to eat and drink and say farewell to the sufferings of the flesh. There is even added surprises here that is sure to elevate the spirits and lighten the minds of all those who are fortunate enough to attend. Surprise? A surprise indeed. Oh, but I cannot help myself to give you a little more, so do promise not to tell anybody. My dear husband is putting on a play for the carnival. What's more, he himself will play the lead role. Can you imagine? Oh, he has such wonders to show us. I've never seen him so enthusiastic about anything before. What kind of play? It'll be a grand comedy in 3 acts, or a drama, or, well, I can't exactly remember, but it will be spectacular in any case. How's the planning going? Well, as it turns out, organizing the carnival is quite time-consuming. In fact, I'm a bit overwhelmed with the amount of preparation remaining. She dramatically wafts herself with a fan. You can't help but notice that her majordomo rolls his eyes. Perhaps the fates have provided for us after all, Henry. What do you have in mind? Oh, isn't it obvious? You seem like the most resolute ragamuffin. I'm sure that if you were to lend a hand, the carnival will be underway in no time. And you would, of course, join us in the festivities. The food and drink will be marvelous. Isn't that just a marvelous idea, Henry? Claps her hands, and Henry agrees so strongly that his jowls flaps. Ambala? A tired smile in return. We have so much work to do, and Gradla beckons me, but perhaps a small bit of respite would do us good before we press on. As long as we don't tire for too long. Roland. So much death and dying. I'm tired. If we were to venture into the jaws of madness, I'd like to be able to get shit drunk At least once before we go. Fine, we'll help. Cat lets out a small squeal of joy. I knew he couldn't turn down and dance for some fun. The dead knows we could all do with something to take our mind off the bleakness. Even Roland can't help but smile at the prospect of some light debauchery. Very well. With you to aid us, we shall be done in no time. Now pay attention. Your task is simple. Our carnival is dependent on the work of some of our beloved villagers. They may have clever hands, but they are a bit on the lazy side. And you want me to offer them my aid? Indeed. Talk to Ari the brewer, Camilla the weaver, and Clara the cook. Offer them your help so that we might expedite their tasks. Give them my warmest greetings and remind them that the carnival is nigh. I'll do my best. Oh, and do try not to mention anything about the surprise. I positively can't wait to see their faces. Now, my lovely, be on your way. We shall await your return. I'll be back. I like that voice. That's a good voice. And it's easy for me to do. Whoops, nearly left. Gotta practice voices more if you're gonna do more tabletop. Truthfully, that's not the most important thing to do. Although, since you and Meta do sound so similar with your mic, the way your microphones are, it may help. My big thing, if I want to do voices, is accents. Talk a bit. Baroness told me you needed help. What can you need help with? Yeah, my big secret is accents, as I said. If you go and live in New Yorker, you can get something that's kind of easy to differentiate yourself from your normal speaking voice to your character voice. If you wish to do Russian, you can do that as well. This is what I used for my barbarian named Boar. And it's easier to get in character if you have funny voice to do. Boar was... Everyone loved Boar and hated Boar because Boar did stupid things. Spicing things up by giving your various Tennessee accents to the table for a loop. And I do declare that could be a fine idea. Well, this is a bit more of a romanticized version of the southern accent. A bit of a Benoit Blanc. French is also something that's a bit easier for me to do, except right now I suppose I'm doing more of a Jean Chrétien. The proof is the proof, and the proof is the proof because it is proven. That's just something for the Canadians in the audience, huh? Hell, they're old-fashioned and a bit aloof. In other words, they have 1920s radio announcer accents. So with that, I speak with a Canadian accent. Famed honey cakes, but I have no honey. Run to the beehives. Any honey? Must be honey from our own hives. Where are they? The west of the village, across the bridge. Continue straight. Feargold bees don't sting. Okay, then. Okay, here's the thing. Nobody says a boot. It's incorrect. We say a boat. If you're rural, it's more likely to be a boat. Unless someone's playing up. Hive is dead and abandoned. Oops. Try to harvest the honey. They do sting. Reach inside and take bees. Flee towards the village. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know where a boot came from, because it's literally, like, when you hear me talking, when I'm talking about something, it's the about. The main thing for a Canadian accent is T's become D's. Oh, what's going on here? Several dead bees. Some clearly belong to the hive in question. Handful others look foreign, larger and vibrant yellow. The bees have been fighting. Ouch. Already stand before you one of the ugliest men you've ever seen. Cursed at birth, he is not approved by the numerous bee stings. For some reason, people like to think that Minnesota is Canadian accent or Canadian adjacent. I don't even... Okay, where the fuck is Minnesota? Okay, Minnesota is right next to Ontario. These things, Virgo bees do not sing. If they do, spray on bloody fault. So there's that. Well, here's some honey. To avoid getting stung. Diplomacy +6. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. I just thought of something. My one friend, who was from rural-ass bumfuck northern Alberta, did constantly say a boot when we were making fun of the a boot thing. But I swear he never actually said a boot on his own without it being, like, brought up. Diplomacy. Promise not to tell anyone I helped you. I promise. It's a bee smoker. Mix kindling with some wet grass and light a fire, not too hot, and a bit of smoke. Don't tell anyone I use this. Virgo bees don't sting. Bursting out from the pile of smoke from bees comes a single gargantuan individual, large, swollen body clad in vibrant yellow chitin, iridescent wings, and a face that looks unlike any insect you've ever seen before. It must be a queen. You want the queen to get the honey? I should have squashed that queen. Oh well. Anyway, we've already gotten some weird stuff about... Smoking bees is fine. They just chill out for a bit. What's your task? I have the honey. Cakes for the children, but I baked one too many apple pies. Yours if you want it. Off you go. That queen bee was definitely like a wrong bee. And I've chosen a mistake here. Yes, even the bees are being affected. It's true. When is this? Moderately diseased? Potion of clear disease, please. Woof. Spotted something. Gimme. Gimme. Sigh. A young maiden stands looking at a pile of white canvas cloth. She sighs deeply and appears to be lost in deep thought. Is something wrong? No, I didn't see her there. I'm sorry I was in the room, but I'd rather be left alone. Wait, the Baroness told me to ask if you need help. I'm so ashamed. The Baroness is so kind to think of me making the backdrops for their surprise. I thought I could do it. I have the canvas here and everything. All she asked was that I paint her for a wondrous vista. But I cannot bring myself to make the first stroke. I'm lost in my head and my heart. There's a girl, Cass, and I have feelings for her. It was from a distance, but I felt like there was something there. Me being me, I didn't have the nerve to go and talk to her. Instead, I left a note for her explaining my feelings, and then, nothing at all. I was such an oaf. I read like a pig. How would I ever think that my stupid note could sway someone like Cass? And she has such a way with words. A bard she is, and me, I'm just stupid and plain. Can I talk to Cass for you? You do that for me? I suppose it'll let me know one way or another, but please try to be subtle about it. Don't let her know I'm beside myself thinking about her. She's a free spirit and loves the water. Look for her along the small creek that runs to the rest of here. I'll return when I have news. Goodbye. Ah, young love. Stranger still is. A young woman dressed in the manner of a wandering minstrel strands alone across the small lake. She hums softly to herself, stopping and starting over as if trying to think of words for her song. Are you Cass? What, you've heard of me then? Wait, is this about the bar tab? I've already told Bernard. I'll pay him the moment I have coin on hand. I've just been preoccupied. Camilla asked me to talk to you. Olivia is being very known and prosperous in the middle of chaos. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Oh no. Please don't say she's angry with me. She's sad you weren't interested in her. Not interested, I'm crazy for her. Finding a note made me happier than words can describe. And why didn't you respond? I couldn't find the words. Can you believe it? Me, a bard, lost at a loss for words. I've been trying to put my feelings into verse, a song. I'm nearly there, but over and over the words escape me. I don't understand it. It must feel like grasping at temperatures of mist. Can I hear what you have so far? It's sad and beautiful, brings mind images of far and wondrous shores. Stranger yet is the fact that, try as you might, you have never been able to recall the first three verses she recounted to you. Only the first line of the last verse remains. Sung my soul, my voice is dead. Go on. And that's exactly it. Kept past it, nor can I change it. It has to be that line. But what comes next is like I'm deaf to my own inner voice. Song of my soul, my voice is dead. Die thou unsung as tears unshed. The words flow from your mouth and fits the song like a key fits a lock. You spoke more words as well, but like the rest of the song, it too is lost in the void of time. What you do remember is Cass scribbling words down as tears of joy stream down her face. To Camilla from Casilda. Take this note to her, it will explain everything, and please, tell her to come find me at the carnival. We'll dance together then. I will. She squeezes your hand and offers a warm but slightly sad smile before walking off. You're left with a note for Camilla. Why was it a sad smile? Talk to her. What you say doesn't fancy me. She asked me to give you this. She accepts the note and unfolds it, and she consumes the song line by line. Her eyes water and her hands tremble. She has to tear her eyes away from it. Such words, you've read such words. Was there more? Did she say anything? Wants to dance with you at the carnival. Oh, the backdrops for the Baroness. I see so clearly now. Cast a song. Oh, this will be amazing. Glad I could help. And if you excuse me, I have to work. I'd rather you not see the result of the carnival. It'll be more impressive this way. She grabs a ream of canvas and pot of paint before hastily leaving. All right, so that's 2. Gotta talk to the brewer. A recipe. I have some more questions. What's going on, Furgle? No, is it you? Where is the cooker? The maker? The candlestick baker? A level up. Successfully added entry number 13. Oh no. I didn't see the thing. Thank you, Domadet, for putting my insanity to task. Oh, I bet I know what's going on. This is a vision of how it was in the past, and everything's actually been dead for years. What was that topaz blue? The brewer. Talk to Ari. I don't know why that person apparently isn't Ari. I was positive he was. Gully fern, gully fern, gully fern. Ari would not be here, because Ari lives in the village. Maybe I'll just leave and come back. And maybe that will reset anything that's being happen. Oh, your dad's supplying the drinks. Ah, tits. Are you Yila? Do you have a sister in Horan? Yes, that's me. My sister, you say? You mean Julia? Expected her visit any days. She apologized for being late, but she's alive. The story. Are you sure you're not mistaken? Julia's not late at all. In fact, she's not due for another day or two. And what's this you're saying about Horan? We've had no news of any calamities. I can assure you I'm not mistaken. Well, I'm not sure what to say about this. I suppose that it's good my sister is safe. If we are indeed talking about the same person, very well. Thank you very much. Farewell. The woman was late for her arrival 2 days before she even was supposed to set out? A misunderstanding, perhaps? Though I fear this is just another expression of the madness that grips these isles. Let us be on our way. Mana paralyzation, 3 spirit school magic, or 3 bardic school. Hi there. Where is this man? I need to find that boy's dad. Talk to him about stuff, I guess. Please, where are you? Are you in here? Is this your house? No. Cluck, cluck. I found an egg. Found an egg. Oh, hello. Pot-bellied man hums to himself as he pours a clear golden liquid from glass to glass, rolling around and tasting it. He spits it and then he sloshes it and spits it in the bucket. This cider is the best batch yet. Only problem is my wife gets a bit on the sour side if I come home red-cheeked after tasting the wares all day. I see. I'm Ari. I run the local brewery. I'll wager you not find no finer cider in all the Northern Empire, and certainly not in the Outer Isles. Have a try. Accept. +1 vitality. Beverage is cool and sweet and sparkly. It's really some of the best cider you've ever had. Good, yes? Let me. Cat greedily grabs the cup from you and drinks till he belches in a way that's decidedly unladylike. Magi's balls, is there any more? It is indeed excellent. Mind if I ask some questions? What's your secret to making the cider so good? One of the Imperial surveyors called it microclimate, at least that's what I think he said. It means the area around Firgola is real mild and soft on the fruit trees compared to the rest of the Outer Isles. And then since we're so far north, everything takes a long time to grow and ripen, and that's what causes the roots to be so sweet. There's that, and then there's a family secret, of course. My family's been doing this for a long time. You need help. Did you now? She ordered the beverages for the carnival by the barrel load. Let me tell you, it'll be a night to remember. Good for business as well. She's paid me out the nose. What's the holdup? I don't really have a good excuse. Barrels are lined up and I'm almost ready to go, but there's just been so much to do around the farm, and I sort of forgot. Do you ever wonder what's the use? Like, it's all dust on black wind on the end. Is there anything I can do to help? I suppose there is. Tell you what, moles have been tearing up the orchard real bad. They gnaw at the roots and wreak havoc on the trees. They're stood for hundreds of years now, and losing even a single one is a disaster. You went at me to go mole hunting? Drink! 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 You offered help, didn't you? If you could deal with the mole problem, I could devote my full attention to getting the cider delivered to the Baron's villa. Orchard is north of here. It can at least 3 burrows, but get hard to spot. Make sure you search properly. When you find them, dig little bastards out and return to me when you're done. See what I can do. Alright, so... Stone skin. Regeneration. Craft. Pure poison. There was another 2 to 0 typo earlier. Look, look, look. I spotted something. I spotted something. I spotted something. Dig out the burrow. You think it's in this stuff, so only as you collapse the burrow. After a few strokes, the shovel head comes up in dark blood. You root through the soil and you disgust find numerous small hairless blobs of flesh that have been hacked to death by the shovel's action. You can't properly identify the strange things nor do you want to, so you cover up the gruesome heat with dirt before moving along. Oh no! I killed the baby moles. Dig out the burrow. More carefully this time, you set the work collapsing the second tunnel. Work progresses nicely until the earth shifts slightly as if something is moving underneath. Whatever it is, it grabs onto the shovel blade and tugs violently. You yank back with all your might and manage to free the shovel from whatever lurks under the dirt. Swinging wildly, you pummel the ground and walk away hoping you've seen the last of whatever lurks beneath the orchard. Are you guys ready to fight the mole man? Arriving at the third hole, you feel great unease. Carefully you bend down and try to peer into the small dark hole. To your horror, something glances back. A pair of eyes appear far too intelligent than an animal that has any right to be. Then, in an instant, they are gone. In an instance, instead of in an instant. Retreat underground. Perhaps your mind is playing tricks on you. You decide on to wait and demolish the hole and return to Ari. See, all you've done is demolish the holes. They're still there. Cleared out the moles. Ah, by strange means you did it. I can't tell you how good it is to see my tree is all nice and secure. Oh no, a mole of moles! Not Avogadro's number! Can't tell you how good it is to see my tree is all nice and secure. Yes, coins and bottle cider that fell off the wagon. Wink. No doubt the drink will flow soon enough. Level up. Three points. Oh no, yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely meta. All your work is done, and now you've come to feast. My husband is ever so grateful for what you've done for him, and I dare say this will be a night to remember. My dear Carnival is about to begin. Behold! Coming up the road is a procession of villagers clad in their finest and the beautiful wreaths of flowers on their heads. The simple folk of Fairgold gasp in awe as they pass under the flowered arch of the manor's gate. Tastes like no other, sights like no other, flesh like no other, and what wonder we shall show you tonight. Oops. The brunette has moved much closer. You feel her breath on your ear. Then, raising her voice again, she exclaims in an official tone, I declare that Carnival has begun. Eat, drink, and revel. I shall retire momentarily and make my final preparations as a lady must. She and her handmaidens retire to the manor. You are left head spinning as the sense of fine food and sounds of merriment begin to fill the air. The pain and toil of the last weeks has begun to fade. All that's left is Carnival. Subquests. Such wonders. Eat, drink, and revel. You must partake in the wonders of Carnival. Our subquests are drink, eat, and revel. Table overflows with the treats from Clara's kitchen. Your mouth waters as you stand momentarily paralyzed by the abundance of choice. The urge to partake is almost primal. Then you see it, a sublime piece of stuffed pastry. Lying alone, a vibrant platonic ideal almost beckoning you. Gingerly you pick it up. It is Featherlight. Wolf it down. Biting into the pastry, its perfect crust yields up the soft crumb flesh with a satisfying crunch. The jam-filled interior bursts in your mouth. Apples, sugar, cinnamon, a touch of lemon. Ecstasy. This is the best stuffed pastry you have ever had. Is this man juggling? Song and laughter echoing throughout the courtyard is a testament to the quality of Aries cider. You eagerly grab a mug and drink it alone. The rich flavor of the cider leaves you red-cheeked and lightheaded. You cannot help but laugh, loud and uninhibited. You laugh because there's no evil in the world, or perhaps because there's so much of it, and yet here you stand. The music filling the air is raw and primal. Its beat is the pulse of something vast waiting to be born. The piper at the gates of dawn. It drives you, carries you. A howl builds inside. You give into it. You give into it. Dance like no one's watching. You sway and leap and whirl to the mesmerizing beat. For a moment, you are one with something. With everything or nothing. It really isn't a difference. Stars wheel overhead, and by the time the trance ends, it takes a moment for you to remember where or even when you are. Resplendently attired and with her handmaidens in tow, the Baroness emerges from the manor. The music dies down. Beloved guests, the second act is upon us. My beloved husband asks that you take your places in front of the stage. The time has come for the evening's surprise. And for all our rosy-cheeked little crumplins, there's a special surprise. My lovely ladies and I have prepared a scavenger hunt. There will be whimsy and prizes and sweets. The children clap their pudgy hands as they squeal with joy. Is there one among you with the courage to brave the manor and find the treasure within? Come one, come all! The children stream past the Baroness into the manor, while the adults begin to file towards the rows of benches placed in front of the stage. It is time for you to take your place. Simple folk of Fergal find their place in silence. A sense of reverence appears to have fallen over them. Scan the rows for an empty seat. Who to sit with? Roland and Kat have been the ones that have been the most into this place, so I think one of those two. Dominette Medizine! Give me input. Medizine says Kat. I'm going with Kat. Kat sits wide-eyed in amazement as she takes in every sight and sound. Rosy cheeks tell you she's enjoyed her night, and she beams up at you as you take the seat next to her. Would you believe this is my first time? At the theater, I mean. Can't wait for it to begin. Look around. For the first time, you notice the backdrops. Camilla's hauntingly vibrant scene looks at once familiar yet subtly alien. For a moment, the clouds' waves seem to break upon the shore as twin suns set. Kat gasps next to you, no doubt in awe of the artwork's vivid nature. Watch the play. A man dressed in the colorful garb of a traveling theater performer walks onto the stage and the crowd falls utterly silent. Oh, his voice is high-pitched yet overly dramatic yet oddly captivating? Oh no! I had the perfect voice for it! Okay, the Baron and Baroness have the same voice, and that's why they married one another. Greetings! On foreign shores we set our play, when setting suns cast shadows long, o'er streets no longer touched by day, and halls forgotten but in song.
Strange is the night where black stars ride with flapping of the tattered wings, and strange moons circle through the skies, chased by black and faceless things. An edifice where kings once sat, where maidens pale did once cavort, the charnel house that time begat, a stranger has arrived at court. The strange old man bows deeply and walks off the stage. For a long moment all is quiet, yet the crowd sits frozen with anticipation. I'm sorry. Yet the crowd sits frozen with patient. And then a sharp gasp from one of the onlookers. You crane your neck trying to get a better view, but there is nothing there, or you see it. A robed and gloved hand dramatically extends onto the stage from between two of the backdrop panels. Slowly he emerges. A tall figure gliding more like than walking with elegant, almost dance-like motions. Baron, it must be! Look, he wears a mask! The figure glides onto the center of the stage like some strange pantomime. He begins to wordlessly orate with dramatic, exaggerated gestures. Or was it wordless? Weren't there words hidden in the silence? Terrible words. Hints of secrets no mortal mind was meant to hold. The unspoken words seep into your mind like a poison. You wince. Please! Time has come for you to unmask! Words sound strange, like an echo older than time, doomed to repeat for all eternity. Slowly the Baron turns his masked face towards the speaker. The words that follow the only ones you could later recall. I wear no mask. Inhuman howls of terror mix with the gibbering laughter of the insane. Teeth chatter in clenched jaws, and eyes are torn from sockets. Hair pulled in great clumps, and loved ones claw each other to death. He exists now only as the afterimage of an eclipse, and then he is gone. Nowhere and everywhere. Like a tide of gnawing eyeless things, madness overwhelms you. You sink to your knees, clawing at your skull in a vain attempt to dislodge the terrible words that have taken place there. Then, like a ray of light, something cuts through the morass. A hand on your shoulder. You look up and turn to see Cat. You get up. The only way out is through.
Oh no, look at the jugglers. They now have red. Your latest trials have left you exhausted, yet the perseverance it has taken to push on has left you stronger than ever. But despite this victory, a single thought plagues through you. How much more can you push through until there's nothing left? 3 points to distribute. Yeah, no, it could have been worse. But the worst part is going to come when we go inside here and find all the children torn to shreds, you say. I was worried this would be like the second worst poet in the galaxy. Oh, by their grimbles, they flimble flomp. They go something like that. Fireball. Blessing aura. Everyone is blessed. And here comes the giant fist of a critical strike. Miasma. Fire Frenzy. Everyone's burned a little bit. It's just a little bit. Fire Warrior, target character, fortify strength. No, that's okay. Aura of Fire Resistance, Aura of Flame, Searing Lash, Flaming Fist. When in doubt, sometimes you just gotta do the classics Fireball. Look at him. Oh, no! That's what he's like. Inferno! Get everybody? Yeah, let's get everybody. This will be fun. Sometimes things are just worth it, you know? How could you miss? Come on. Lovely. Except for all the people being dead. That's not so lovely. Oh, look. Look, it's okay, everybody. The children are just doing that, you know, world rainbow around the world thing. It's fine. It's all good. We can go home now. Oh dear. See before you is one is utter insanity. The Baroness presides over it with a look of exhausted contentment on her face. I'm so glad to see you here. The great work is nearly done and I couldn't have done it without you. It's only fitting you should be here at the finale. She produces a long dagger from her sleeve. Put down the dagger. Beyond hope and reason, you see that the children are still alive, albeit paralyzed in some kind of trance. The Baroness begins laughing, but the sound morphs into a wailing cry of sorrow and anger. No, they are mine now. Why shouldn't I have one as well? Every fucking cow with a cunt in the village can squeeze out one, so why can't I? Ooh. Nice use of the word cunt. You don't see that very often in such a way. And she lunges for the nearest child and attack. Hidden deployment? Oh no! We've got some secret people! You know what? This actually looks pretty good. Begin combat. Combat over the children. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switchy. Miss. Love it. Always love to see it. Okay, give me force of nature. Thank you. Everyone gets a fire frenzy. Thank you. Oh dear, I've done much damage to my own self. Aura of Condemnation. Excellent. We're gonna mark you. Minorly on hands. Circle of Healing. Circle of Healing! Thank you! That's what we want. Oh good, Lesser Frenzy. I'm okay health-wise, that's good. Blessing Aura. Shield Rush. Knock them all up there. Fireball! Hammer of Light. Minor lay on hands on me. Mark, target, and attack. Stunning blow. The Baroness is stunned. Stunned is ended. All right, lady. Spellburn. Nope. Magic missile. Hello, children. You're still alive. That's what they said. Candle. All right. If I exit out this way, can I heal? No, I gotta keep going. That's okay. A king in yellow. Who called that earlier? You called it earlier. Sitting in silent majesty upon the throne is the desiccated corpse of what must have been the Baron of Fairgall. Tattered yellow robes hanging loosely from the body, and around the head, a thin crown of ivy has grown, a king out of time. Though similar, this figure cannot be the one that performed that horrid play. And even as you stand here, the memory of it has begun to fade. Like a dream upon waking, you are left wondering if it even happened at all. No matter, there's nothing here for you now, only bones and dust. You turn to leave. For a moment you imagine that you hear the flapping of tattered robes, then it passes. Must have been the wind. Yeah! It is one of the Lovecraftian things. I want my mommy, I want to go home, I'm afraid. I don't want to be here, I'm afraid. I don't want to be here. Children! There's a door right there. As you leave the grounds of the accursed manor, your head spins and nausea overcomes you. Things you have seen linger in your mind like the after images of some alien sun burned into your eyes. Try as you might, you will neither be able to exercise the memories, nor ever make sense of them. Embla puts her hand on your shoulder. Are you alright? Somewhere, Cat alternates between crying and retching. I don't think I'll ever be alright again. I suspect none of us ever will. The dragon spreads its poison onto all things that it touches. There's nowhere safe. Not even this tiny little village. I'm hungry, I'm tired, I want to go home, and other things that Roller Coaster Tycoon characters say. Imblo wants off Mr. Bones' wild ride. Now more than ever, I am certain that the only way forward is to the very heart of darkness, to Gradland the Black Priory. She helps you up. Indeed, it would seem there is no going back. Okay, Trina, what do we do here? Oh, Drina, rather, not Trina. Two there, and 1 point to put anywhere else I choose. Like, for example, here. People are still here. We're gonna talk about anything? No? Well, on that dismal note, we've reached the end of our time tonight. No, outro loop. That's the one I wanted. Thanks for coming out tonight, everybody. This was a good stream, and we hope you all enjoyed it as well. Let's see here. Tomorrow, I believe, should be Jay again. And I believe Friday, we decided we were going to do another repo stream. And then next Friday, we are planning on doing another Archipelago game. Ralga wants to play Minecraft Archipelago, so look forward to that. As always, special thanks to all our subscribers scrolling on the screen right now, and everyone who was not put on there due to a Twitch API issue. Word of mouth is the best way to get people in here, so tell your friends, warn your enemies, put stickers up around town. You know, that sort of thing. Get out and vote! No. Well, if you're Canadian, yes, get out and vote, because we have a federal election coming up. I'm rambling. We end things off with a stream, with a raid to someone else. Let's see who is currently alive and well. Diaxo is doing Metaphor Refantasio. Let's go give Diaxo a little hello. All right, everybody, thank you so much. We will see you all next time. Have a wonderful evening. Ciao for now.